I am so thrilled to have on the show someone that's so inspiring to me, and I'm sure that you all will feel the same way. Um, Kevin, we'll call him Joel Coleman. So anyway, let's get started. Hey, good morning. Can you see me, Kevin? Joel? Uh-oh.
How you doing? I
Good.
can't hear you.
Oh, really? Well, let's see what's going
So
on here.
I don't know what's
Um,
going on. So
yeah, we just talked a minute ago and it sounded terrific. Let's see.
so I will probably leave and then come back in. That's
Okay.
probably the easiest thing to do.
Okay. Give it a shot. Well, I'm right here. So if you want to try that. So good morning, you guys. And Kevin is just gonna he actually goes by his name is Joel. He'll explain why. It's absolutely incredible story. But he's gonna log back on just because he couldn't hear me for some reason. So hello, Susan. How are you? And of course, Salute. Yes, he'll explain exactly why he goes by Joel. Pretty amazing. And just so you guys know, Tammy, good morning. Kevin was just on. He'll be right on just in a few seconds here. Um, and Kimberly, nice to see you. And up here he comes, the absolutely amazing Joel. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes. Can you hear me?
No, really.
Let's see here. What is going on here? And
All right.
this
Let's see.
technical stuff really is amazing. Let's see.
I got you. I got you now.
Oh, you can hear me.
Yeah, now.
Okay, perfect. Um, I'll just bring up some of the comments here. I know you're a little frozen there. There you
Yeah.
go. Um, Mike Peters from South Wales, United Kingdom, is saying hello to you.
How you
Um,
doing?
Kimberly as well. There's a lot of people out here saying hello to you. So, you know, Salute.
Yes.
She's
Salute.
out here saying hello to you, and Tammy straight from Tennessee.
Yes.
Yeah,
Tammy, how you doing?
yeah, and Bo.
Bo.
Yeah, her name's Laurice, but she goes by Bo. Hope I didn't mess it up. So how you doing this morning?
I'm all right. A little challenging, but that's the life.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, that's how it is. But hey, so Joel, just to start, can I
Okay.
ask who is Joel? Well, Kevin before
Okay.
your stroke, and then you could
Okay.
explain.
Uh, it's twofold. My name is Kevin Joel Coleman,
Yeah.
but after my stroke, I gravitate to Joel because Kevin had 49 years to do things his way, and it didn't serve me to be the way I was before. Uh, I had the capacity and the intent of my words wasn't really garnered or appreciated before my stroke. Uh, it was it's been a different animal after my stroke because whenever I couldn't talk for 8 months, uh, couldn't form words or sentences or the fashion of my old version of myself for a year and a half to get my thoughts and out of the fog that we all garner one way or another. Some of us are challenged with speech, mobility, cognizant properties are waning and having a lot of different difficulties.
Right.
So mine was more cognizant and verbal, but I still have residual on my right side. I can't really feel hot and cold or to touch how much pressure or not to put on things,
Right.
and my balance was a little off. So I had my stroke in July of 17. Uh, I was outside doing my lawn, and I felt the tingle.
Yes.
So I come in the house, and uh, it was I lost my bearings. I couldn't find where I was in my own house. Uh, I fall 2 or 3 times, and I finally got to a place I could muster enough uh, strength to get to my couch. And whenever I got to my couch, I was alarmed because my right side started to seize up and all that stuff. And whenever I got there, I was thinking, I didn't know if I was really having a stroke or something other than a stroke was happening with my right side, and before I could recognize I couldn't talk
Right.
or really verbalize what was going on.
Right. Right.
So yeah.
So you knew what, because when you just said that, you know what a stroke was? That you
Yeah,
were.
before yeah, I knew before the signs of a stroke, but whenever you're in that uh space,
Mhm.
you're always thinking, this is not happening,
Right.
right now. It's not, this is not really happening, but
Right.
it's really happening.
Exactly. Exactly. And salute is just
So
saying,
so yeah, I got on the couch, and whenever on the couch, I was looking about all of those things, my life,
right.
all the things that I didn't get to do yet. And the other thing was I was thinking about the kumbaya moment that all
Right.
of us have in our brains
Yes.
about, whenever we get old, and we got our children around us, our uh, grandchildren around us, and a lot of us will never get that chance. It's a viewpoint that all of us want, but
Right.
we're a lot of us don't will never get that chance to
Right.
get that viewpoint garnered to us. So getting being on that couch and knowing I was eating, begging to have another chance to rectify things that I needed to get done. And
Right.
he heard my call and my plea and my prayer. Uh, my wife, she was not supposed to be home.
Yes. You remember that?
Yeah, my wife, she was doing we were doing tag teaming to go to take her mom to her dad to see her mom in Wilson, in North Carolina. So that week prior to my stroke, it was on a Saturday. Somebody else took her dad to see her mom.
This is a
So,
blessing.
so yeah, so her that day she was supposed to be in Wilson, not
Right,
home.
right.
Uh, uh, I was on the couch for probably 45 minutes, I think. I hope. But we don't really know how much time, but it doesn't really matter. The time was afforded to me about the 4-hour window about getting a TPA.
Yes.
That saved a lot of my normalcy, a lot of my uh, mobility.
Yes.
So whenever I had my stroke, the first 2 or 3 months were feeling really heavy on my right side.
Right.
I had to try to compensate the feeling can feel on my right side and all that stuff, but knowing I had another chance, another
Right. Right.
second chance of life,
Yes.
it was more fulfilling to know that I have full mobility and I could still have my work. So my work, uh, I went back to work.
And how long were you've been at work for a long time?
Yes, I went back to work after my stroke. I couldn't. It was three. Uh, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy how your mind will want to keep everything that you're garnered. I wanted to make sure my wife and my daughter didn't have to struggle like me. Uh, uh, it was hard. I went back to work 3 months. I mean, 3 weeks after my stroke.
That's incredible. But you've
I
been at,
couldn't.
yeah.
I couldn't talk. I couldn't read. I couldn't spell. Uh, but my employer gave me a lot of leniency about a part of my job that was client based. Uh, it was I it was trade show heavy.
Right.
My job, I was a receiving and uh, shipping and inventory manager for a trade show here, company here in Raleigh. Uh, and we're a little small company, about 8 people and 9 people sometimes.
Well, you've
Or,
been there
you know,
for night.
and it was hard to navigate the speech part of it,
Right.
and knowing they gave me my fuel other than uh, the other uh, stroke survivors that I've a, a coward encountered
Yes.
all these years. I have a place here in Raleigh and Tech Cary, TAP is Triangle Aphasia Project here
Yes.
in Raleigh.
Mm-hmm.
The caretaker of that is Mara Silverman,
Yep.
and she's my angel
Yes.
here on Earth. She's helped me more than anybody could deserve.
Right.
She's been in my corner and my champion, and my stroke enhanced a lot of things for me.
Right. Right.
It enhanced my emotional intent.
So that's she's helped you with the emotional part. 'Cause I know that's
Yeah,
huge
I'm
with us.
saying like for me, I was always a emotional guy before my stroke. I had that capacity and had that passion to help people
Yes.
and serve people and all that stuff before my stroke. The way the service that I've done with being in the army and all that stuff, and being a servant of people with trade shows.
Yes.
It's in my DNA to be a server.
Good for you.
So she always gave me something to shoot for.
Right.
And
Right.
seeing
Right.
the other uh, survivors, the ones that were with me whenever I had mine, the
Right.
same time frame, the ones before me and the ones after me, it gives me uh, that commonality. All
Yes.
of us, we all have that feeling. Mine is different because I'm getting more stuff back quicker than other
Yeah.
people,
Good for you.
but it doesn't minimize the feeling.
Correct. Correct. And
I feel like I'm with everyone that had a stroke.
right. Right.
How much uh, residual I have or not
Mm-hmm.
doesn't sway my intent of my words now. Before my stroke, my words were not a part of my
Yeah.
soul. Now my words are part of my soul
Right. Right.
because I think about every word, every syllable, every uh, cadence, everything that was always a automatic response
Sure.
that we don't have no more. I have to hone that again, like I did the first 49 years.
Yeah.
You have to try to get it back one step at a time. Every day, try something different, or uh, try to capture one syllable, one vowel, one consonant, one word, every sentence, whatever, because all of it was a gift. All
Yeah.
of it before.
Exactly. Exactly.
Uh,
And Salute is saying you're doing great.
so that's when the story gets different for me. After a year and a half, uh, my brother had a stroke.
That's right. That's right.
Uh, my brothers stroke is more damaging, more severe, uh, full paralysis on his right side. He can talk a little bit and motion and all that stuff, but it's been a whirlwind to see how he navigates his journey now.
Yes.
Compared to mine, it's been hard to see him struggle.
Because he doesn't live near you.
No, he's in Chicago, but he has more people around him that will help him if he wants to get things back. That's he has to own his recovery.
Yes, yes.
And champion himself, and the people around him need to be championing him and challenging him to get whatever he can get back.
True. You and Mike is saying you're such a strong man, Joel.
That's a part of the my life.
Yeah. And also, salute is saying Ronald and I will be chatting on Friday after 5 p.m. That's awesome.
That's good. That's good because he needs more encouragement than a lot of people because my brother, he has had a journey like me.
Yes, yes. Talk about your family, because we talked about that. You have a beautiful family.
Yeah.
And your story.
My wife for 33 years, and my son, he's 30 now. I'm getting old. Really old. He's in the Air Force, so he's the third generation serving his country. My dad was in the Air Force, and I was in the Army, and my son is in the Air Force now.
Right.
So my daughter, Autumn, she's been a godsend.
Yes.
She came in our lives about 9 years ago. And she's 16 now. Me and my wife, we were a foster mom and dad for 2 to 5 years. And then we adopted Autumn about 4 years ago, before my stroke. And it's been hard to navigate that part, having a child in the house, and I thought I was done parenting before we got her, and but that's the favor. You know, I think about the favor a lot.
Yes.
About my journey.
Right.
All the things I've gone through, and the things that I've shared, and the things that I've done in my life. He spared me the ultimate.
For sure.
He didn't have to. So that gives me my fuel and my fervor about getting back what I can get back, and share my testimony and my things that I've used to get my talking back more than anything else. Knowing I need to do more and sing more
Yes.
and have more happiness in my life and more balance.
Right.
The nuggets that I have for people are slow down your cadence if you're struggling with vocal.
Sure.
If you need help, I'm a call away because whenever I was in that pit of doubt or uncertainty,
Yes.
I didn't have uh, a really village. I thought I had a village,
Yes, we
but
talked about that. We
yeah,
talk about that, about your, and I mean, it's kind of hard because I know the feeling
yeah,
about
uh,
the work,
yeah.
19 years
The
at your
work
job.
thing it was good. The work thing was good because it gave me something to latch on to whenever I had my stroke. Other than uh, doing the therapy stuff,
Right.
it had my mind off of my troubles, and it was hard to navigate that part of it. But it doesn't lend to the equation about having empathy and sympathy about what you're garnering from people.
Right.
Uh, my my life didn't end with my stroke,
No.
and COVID uh,
Yeah.
is trying to decimate everyone's lives right now, and in the decimated my life about 2 months ago. So I'm not back at work now. uh, I'm out trying to find another job right now, but uh, I can't worry about things that's not in my warehouse. I have to do the work like I did to get my talking back and
Yes.
my singing back.
Yes.
So that's the journey.
And yeah, and so looking back, do you what have been some of the biggest lessons you've learned during this time of your recovery,
Uh,
or is there anything that you
uh,
would
uh, uh,
change?
uh, I can't really say I could pick any one thing other than knowing uh, it will be harder for me to find a job that suits my intent now.
Sure.
Because my intent right now is uh, fostering change.
Right. Right.
Because the salaries are not comparable to what I was making
Yeah.
because I was there for 18 years and the salaries right now are not really good and diminished. I remember those days whenever I started.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to go back to those days again, but uh, knowing I had a chance to either uh, champion disability or hope at the time. That
Right.
was my choice. I chose hope.
Yes, you did.
And now I have to have faith of of others, because faith is things that you can't see. Hope is empathy and sympathy about other people. So
Exactly.
my hope is waning right now, but uh, my uh, stroke survivors give me my hope.
That's right. That's right. I know we talked about that, and it's really helped me as well, knowing all these stroke survivors out there and caregivers. How it's kind of motivated me to not just give up and keep
Yeah,
pushing forward. Right?
yeah, because you can get into that wallow of
Yeah.
uh, self pity,
Yep.
and it doesn't serve you, and it doesn't serve your family. It doesn't serve the ones that really, really love you and want to see you prosper,
Yes.
and want to have you being a shining uh, beacon
Yes.
of hope.
Exactly. Just like Brooke Allen out here. You know Brooke. She says,
Yeah.
"Hope, never give up." And Mark Garman is saying, so, "You are the champion of champions, Joel." You have so much support, as you know. Um,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Mike Peters says, "Welcome to the family." He's out there in South Wales, United Kingdom.
yeah, yeah. Because those things are long lasting.
Yes,
Because
they are.
we can't, because a lot of us get to a point like me. I want to share my wisdom.
Yes.
I don't I don't want to take it with me,
No.
because it doesn't serve anybody if I have all this knowledge in my part of my brain that's still working, and
Yeah.
if I'm not and imparting that wisdom to others that's struggling. So, like I said, the talking part,
Yeah.
I can help a lot of people, because I have a lot of shortcuts that
Yeah.
I've uh, garnered and used for mine. They will help you or maybe not help you, but not doing anything will not help you either.
Yeah. That's so true. And like, I mean, aphasia, and you can
Yes.
help others, and it makes that'll, some people feel like they're like, did people treat you differently?
Because,
You know,
yeah, for me it's hard because everyone sees the Ferrari exterior that
yeah,
I have,
yeah,
and they don't know it has a Volkswagen engine in it.
that's a good way of
You
putting
know, because all of the turmoil, all of the mileage that's imparted on your body, that your body tried to kill itself
it. That's right.
and kill you.
That's right.
That's the part that people don't really think about. I think about it a lot,
Yeah.
because I'm thinking I didn't want. Everyone's out here worried about somebody killing them. I almost killed myself with
Yeah.
my stress and how much weight I was carrying before my stroke. I was about two and maybe 230 or 240 almost.
Right.
Now I'm about 5.
Wow.
Before I got down to about 45 pounds off, but I didn't feel good. I felt really drained all the time. So put on a little bit more mass back on, but I feel more reality right now because those 2 years of the fog.
Yes. What caused your stroke? Do you know?
Uh, I tried to get in front of my stroke before it happened.
Right.
I knew I had a little uh, weight issue, and I was almost on the fringe of type 2
Diabetes.
diabetes.
Wow. Okay.
I knew that before my stroke, and I got my uh, stress test done and all that stuff, and the thing on your carotid artery
Yeah.
done and all that stuff, and all of it checked out. But uh, life happens,
Yeah.
and the stresses of our lives. Before my stroke, I had my son had two twin uh, twins. They were premature.
Right.
All of that stress in the latter of 16, and then uh, 17 started, and then we lost 2 dogs, like one time, one in March, and the other one about May. Both of them
So
were
that had a
about
lot.
12 and 14. So
Wow. Okay.
so
Yeah.
they were, a part of the family. And then
Sure. Yeah. So
I
that
had a
was stress.
stroke.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
So yeah,
So
the
you.
stresses and
Yeah.
the things that are the things that stroke survivors have a lot of commonality about.
Yeah. So true. I mean, you have unfinished business. We all do,
Yes,
and that's why God saved us.
and gave us another second chance to
Yes.
get things balanced this
In,
time around.
exactly.
So right now, Ke- Kevin is not really here because he had his time. He had a good run.
Yeah. 49 years.
Yeah, he had a good run. Joel is only 3 years old. He's a
Right.
little uh, toddler right now, and finding his way.
Right. And
And
so true. Lynette Price is saying we all have tricks that work for us that we need to pass on.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
you what you were saying about aphasia. You have
yeah,
things tell everybody, maybe teach them what works for you.
yeah. Because some things will work for you, some things won't work for you.
Right.
It's how much damage was actually done
Right.
that will differ how the neuroplasticity will
Yeah.
uh, garner you and grab hold of those pathways that are not really uh, repairable or not, because all those bridges are healing
Yes.
at the same time you're trying to push more info to
Yeah.
them. so
Yeah.
so it's like the freeway.
Yeah.
So if you got congestion, you got congestion. So
Rewire.
So it's sometimes you have to just give yourself credit.
Yeah.
A
So
lot of people don't want to do that.
no, they
Where
don't.
you started and where you are now.
So, so what would you tell someone going through a difficult situation right now through stroke that are feeling like I I don't want to live anymore. I don't think I'm worthy. I'm isolated.
Uh, that's not the true, your true self.
Right.
Your heart will guide your steps if you is in, whenever you're in tune about why you're here. The reason all of us are here is to impart our wisdom and our intent of our daily life to others, not ourselves.
Right. Right.
So whenever you get to that in your life, it's not about you all the time. it, and that's the balance that we all don't want to put in practice.
Right. Yeah. Mike is saying I nearly ended it. He had a stroke too, and he said I nearly ended it, but now I feel I have a vocation and proud now.
Yeah, because you only have one round of this realm. You're on
Right.
this realm on one time. So if you, like me, I had those feelings
Yeah.
and in the initial, but I knew if I did something like that, I will never garner all of my questions that I have will never get answered if I ended my own life.
Right. Right. Your family.
I know if I did that, I will never be in front of him to get my answers that I really want
Exactly.
uh answered. So it was a minute. I was like, huh? But knowing he gave me another chance for a reason, another uh reason then I can't fathom now. That's
Right.
the faith part of it. I have to have faith about why he gave me another chance. And that's another question
Yeah.
that I got. Well, he will answer that question whenever I'm in front of him.
That,
Again.
yeah. Yeah. Again.
Because that 45 minutes on that couch, I felt that an enveloping warmth, that glow, that all of that.
Right.
And it felt good whenever I released and said, if you're going to take me, you're going to take me, or you're keeping me here for another purpose, that's fine.
Yes.
Uh, so I know the feeling already. And knowing my answers will be fulfilled.
Yeah. And I like to bring some of these comments up because they're really inspiring. Like, and I hope I'm not butchering the name, but Brissa Alfaro. Thank you, Joel. Beautiful words, my friend. Faith.
Yeah, because that's the only thing that we have.
Yes, exactly.
This moment right here and faith. Because I can't really think about tomorrow no more
Right.
the way that I used to. tomorrow is, tomorrow. I have to root myself into this moment right here. This
Right.
moment right here is more precious than anything else.
Yes. You look at like um, yesterday's history.
Yeah,
Tomorrow's the future.
yeah,
So today's the day. So
yeah,
Mark Norman in Southern California, yes, we must find our purpose in life. We all have to unlock our true potential.
yeah.
You know,
And some people are in your life for a season,
yes,
and they're not supposed to be in your life always.
right, right, and just like Brooke Allen, I hope I don't do this. I think when you have your stroke, you're right. It gives you a second chance to get everything better, and it gives you lots of empathy. Um, makes you look at other people different. And Joel, you're right. You want to go at God when it's your time.
Yeah,
Good job, Brooke. Thank you. Yeah, so I know there's a lot of people that, you know, that if we know somebody out there who's losing her,
struggling.
yeah, struggling during this rough patch, how can we inspire and lift them up?
Yeah, uh, keep faith. For me,
Yes,
it's my music. My music is my solace. It's my happy place.
yes, good for you.
My music is more prevalent now. I used to, do music, maybe 2 or 3 hours a day. Now I'm immersed in my music because music is the bridge of just not vocal, it's for your brain and making sure the brain is engaged all the time.
Yes, you you really are
All,
inspiring to me.
all the time because it's doing all of those things at the same time.
Right, right.
Speaking, listening, cadence,
Yes,
all of it. So I uh, listen to a lot of uh, songs that have a lot of meaning, a lot of sentence structure,
right.
so that way I could try to replicate those things and use those phrases and all that stuff that everyone uses normally in their daily talking.
Yes, yes.
So you find positive uh, lyrics and just look at those every day, like poems for me.
Yeah,
But poems are, good, but they don't have that rhythm of life like music has.
right, right. Uh,
So music is more suited for me because that's my for forte,
your happy place.
my happy place. Because before my stroke, I could rattle off any Peebo song, Luther song, Stevie song like the back of my hand.
Yes, yes,
Now I have to work to get it back.
yeah.
So now the first song that came back, it was not about Peebo, it was not Luther, it was not Stevie. The first song that came back was about the Lord.
Wow.
That you can't, like I told this my story. You couldn't make this up. It's not. It's it knowing all the variables, how much time, how many uh went to the uh hospital Rex first, and then having to be life flighted to Chapel Hill because I was still going downhill,
Right.
and all of that, and knowing I wasn't privy to none of those choices.
You did, yeah, exactly. Um, it's so true. I mean, God made it. And Joel, Leslie says, Joel, love you, or K, love. There's so many comments here. I just don't want to. Okay, Mark Garvin says, Joel, what genre do you find yourself listening to the most?
Uh, for me, it's probably Stevie,
Yeah,
because Stevie has the thing that he was already challenged, not having sight. He had that already geared to uh, give people more fuel than most, because you think about what he has accomplished in his life with not no sight, and have that rhythm and that zest of life still.
right, right.
So everyone else, they can't compare to, for me,
Yeah, exactly. It works
because
for you. So, right? It works for you, that genre. What, Stevie? I mean,
yeah,
that's,
yeah, and I like uh positive rap,
yeah,
because that helps, because it's more like poems, and it has a lot of syllables, a lot of per- wordplay, a lot of nouns and adjectives, and all that stuff. And if you like positive rap,
right,
one guy I like, is his name is Lock Smith, like the word Smith.
right, right,
He's he's more suited to empower more people than anybody else I've heard for a long time, other than probably Nas or
oh,
or somebody like that. He has wordplay that has content, and it gives you something to think about.
right, right. Well, um, Joel, you've been really a blessing that you came into my life, and I'm really happy that I met you. Are there any, because I know we're down to the last few minutes here, are there any other last parting words that, because this whole interview has been so inspiring to me, and by the look of these comments, you'll have to go through them and just see, because they're really touching. They're really positive. So what else could you tell anybody that this is how I'm doing it? I mean, you're doing a great job. Oh,
Uh, the other than the stroke will never, it, life will not stop with for you. It's really simple. It's really simple. Uh, life will not stop for you. You want it to, and you want the people around you to help you stop it for a minute, or what, for you to get your bearings again. But that's a part of the journey.
yeah,
Uh, Trying to find that balance and making sure this time around you cherish every minute,
Yeah.
every breath,
It's
every heartbeat, because that's what he wants
yeah.
back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's the only thing that you're not in control of about your body before your stroke or your mobility. The only thing that you can't stop is this damn thing that's ticking in your brain, in your heart. You can't stop it.
Right. Right.
So whenever it stops, he's taking it back.
Right. And I'm getting there's so many just real quick. There's so many people out here that are wanting to know what the song is. It's probably Stevie, I guess. They're saying, "What is the song that you're go to song?" So I don't miss anybody.
So what song about the first song that I got back? That's
Oh,
or the song about Stevie.
I think that I'm guessing that's what you guys mean the Stevie song.
So
I think. I just don't know.
I can't remember off the top of my head. Uh, it's a lot. It's a lot of them. I can remember the name of the album, Intervisions.
Yeah.
Intervisions is the name of the album, and
Okay.
it's probably from the 70s, about 74, 75, probably that time frame, because whenever I was growing up, I garnered a lot of music from my siblings because they're older than me.
Yeah, you were the
So
young one.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm the young one, but
Right.
I immersed myself in my music and the music they played. I listened to.
Yeah. Well, good. Okay. Hopefully, Joel answered your question, you guys, because it's good enough. But I appreciate.
And the other one, if you come to my page Friday,
Okay.
I will have my first song that came back
Oh, perfect.
on my page.
Okay. So
So
perfect. So if you don't mind, I'll let's do that. I'd love to see that. So Friday, you guys go to Joel's. The page is Kevin, right? But
yeah,
in parentheses, it's Joel.
yeah, it's Kevin the Crooner
Yep.
Coleman. Parentheses Joel. Because a lot of people still know me as Kevin, but
Right.
everyone that's a part of my stroke survivor group is Joel, because Kevin is he had his time.
Yes. Yeah.
But
He had his run.
yeah, and it's time for Joel to just to shine.
Yes. Yes. Well, Joel, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I appreciate everybody being here. And you stay right on, and we could say goodbye to everybody. Thank you guys for being here, supporting Joel.
And I want to tell everyone, have a good Christmas.
Yeah, nice.
And keep it fresh and keep it relative. Keep grinding,
Yes.
keep growing with your recovery and your life journey.
Beautiful said. Thank you.